Hey everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Tea With Taylor. In this episode, I'm going to teach you 5 money tips that will make you rich. And I'm going to give you a little bit of details on how to go about that. First and foremost, get your credit right. Meaning, pay off your credit cards. Don't do the minimum payment, do the full. Not only are you paying interest if you're doing the minimum payment, your credit score is getting hit because you're not paying what you owe. Get your credit score right. If you want to buy a house, if you want a loan for your business, they will check your credit. You want to rent a place, they're going to check your credit because your credit is a score on how you manage money, and if you can pay off the funds that you took out on credit. So if you can't afford it in cash, if you don't have the money in the bank, don't put it on your credit card. Second, budget. It's important that you budget your money. It's important you know how much money you make, how much your bills are, and how much you spend on a weekly and monthly basis. Get a budget. If you need help with a budget, I have an Excel spreadsheet, a very thorough budget that I use religiously. If you email me at Taylor, that's Tayler, at valuetainment.com, I will send it over to you and hopefully you find it valuable. Next, invest. Invest in yourself first, get yourself right, get your mental right, but then invest the extra money that you have after you paid off your credit cards. You now have a budget. You're going to take some of that money and you're going to invest it, whether it be in mutual funds, the stock market, real estate, insurance situations where you don't pay taxes, or invest it yourself and take control. Do a self-directed Roth IRA, do something, but invest your money to make returns. Because if you just keep it in the bank and you just save, for one, inflation's through the roof. It's at the highest it's been in over 30 years. Therefore, the wealth that you've had in your bank account is worth less. And if you just sit it there, these banks are not paying you a good return. But if you know how to invest your money, you can make returns well worth the investment. So learn how to invest. Take the time to educate yourself on how to invest money and to calculate ROIs and make returns on your money. Next, debt. If you have debt, tackle your debt. For one, you're paying interest on that debt. So what I did when I paid off my car, my student loans, my car payment, my debt on my car, the amount of my car was less than my house, or less than my student loans, and at a higher interest rate. So I tackled that debt first because I was paying a higher interest rate and I could pay it off more quickly. Paid off my car. Then I tackled my student loan debt. Pay off your debt. It's nice to be debt-free. You have more monies to then invest in other avenues to make returns, and you have more freedom and flexibility to do what you want with your money, and you're not in debt to anyone. Because when you're in debt and you're paying interest, they're making money off of you. So pay off your debt. And lastly, learn the skill of frugality, which is only done by discipline. So frugality and discipline go hand in hand because in order to be frugal, you have to be disciplined not to spend your money. Maybe you don't go out to eat as much as you do. Maybe you don't go to the bar as much. Read a book, stay inside, learn how to invest. Do something productive, but stop spending all your money. You don't need a new outfit every time you go out. You don't need 3 drinks every time you go out, and you don't need to go out all the time. Turn off your Amazon card, get your money right, and become rich. So these are just some tips, and obviously you'll be more comfortable, you'll feel more free, you'll have more abilities to do the things you want to do, and when opportunities present themselves, you'll be in a financially secure situation where you can then execute and go after those things. So let's go through them one more time. 1, get your credit right. 2, budget your money. 3, invest your money. 4, pay off your debt. And 5, learn the skill of frugality and discipline. And I promise you, your money situation will improve. And I hope you take it upon yourself to do so, because the lack of financial education in this country and around the world is the real pandemic. Now, of course, there's a pandemic. I'm being a little tongue-in-cheek with that, but for real, learn money, learn about money, the history of money, how to make money, and you will be one of those who succeed in life, because at the end of the day, knowledge is power and cash rules everything around me. Money rules the world. Follow the money. You know the saying, so learn about money, and those are my 5 tips to you. As I said, if you want my budget, email me, Taylor at Tayler at valuetainment.com. I'd be happy to show it to you. And I hope you found this informative. If you did, please consider sharing, and subscribing. I always appreciate you guys joining me. It is my mission to help, some of the knowledge that I've learned to then pass on to you. I think learning about money and understanding money is very, very important. It's something I've taken a lot of time and put a lot of effort into, and I've done pretty well myself. So if I can do it, you can do it. And therefore, I challenge you to get your money right, to grow, invest, and ultimately just improve your situation. So thank you for joining me. I always appreciate it. Take care and God bless.